Good morning, Dan and Shaylee. I'd like to introduce everybody to Daniel Hopper. He's an officer with the Mount Carmel Police Department, entering his 8th fight at Guns N' Hoses. He's 5-2 and looking to avenge a loss from 3 years ago. But this isn't a story about wins and losses. This is a story about Lila.
I have her name tattooed on my ribs, and after the fight, I'm pointing to that, showing that that's the reason that I do this.
9 years ago, Daniel Hopper wasn't a fighter. He was an officer and a first-time father.
So in 2010, my daughter Lila was born. She was born with spina bifida, and she needed to be born in Louisville, Kentucky, because she would have to have multiple surgeries immediately after birth.
The Hoppers received aid from charities while Lila was in the hospital, many of them supported by 911 Gives Hope.
I'm going down the list. I'm like, yep, they helped me out, they helped me out, they helped me out. So I decided that I wanted to do this as a way of saying thank you to those different charities.
That led to fight number 1.
2011 was my first fight. I fought Dylan Woods, who's a fireman from here in Mount Carmel. I won that fight.
For 2 years, Daniel fought to say thank you. But in 2013, that reason changed. Lila had passed away.
I was trying to be convinced not to fight, and I told him I had to. To me, this is therapy. She would be down there with me, and she would just laugh and giggle every time I would punch the bag. When I get in the zone, I grunt, and the more I grunt, the more she would laugh. I was very public and dedicated that fight to Lila. You know, nobody wants to lose, but if you do, you know, it's for a great cause. And I knew I wasn't going to lose that fight. I honestly didn't remember the fight until I went back and watched it. The emotions just took over. As soon as the fight was over, I knew that I'd won. And in the video, you can see me. I walk to the corner. I give Lila a fist bump, and I just say, we did it.
Now, 6 years after Lila passed away, Daniel continues to fight. He fights to say thank you for the support he received. He fights for the families and the children who benefit from 911 Gives Hope. And he fights to remember. Daniel will be looking for win number 6 at Saturday night's event. He says his wife and his second daughter, Bria, will be there rooting him on. Dan?